Hello everyone. Sorry, I'm laughing because I made a video and I had to pause it and I forgot to turn it back on. So I went through a whole thing telling you what was what and I forgot where I was when I turned it off. So I'm starting over. So my subscriber asked me if I would show my setup. So that's what I'm going to do. So originally my craft room was in the back room and it was a smaller space, and all I had, well, I had other, like, I had shelving units and stuff, but everything was all over the place. I couldn't tell what was what. So I got a bunch of these things from Dollar Tree, these drawers from Dollar Tree, and glued some of them together. I think they're 5 high, but I'm not sure. Glued, that is. And so I've been using these guys as well. I had my fire polish in this originally. I have a couple of these, and I have my beads sorted out by color, but it got to be like overwhelming because I was sticking my little beads in with them, and I still have to go through them. I have to take my little beads out. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but maybe get another one of these for rondelles and bicones. So this up here, except for those two, Cass gave me all of that and all of this. And oh, this whole container. She's very generous, very generous. So I keep that stuff separate because I want to, and plus she gave me buttons too, which I put in with my other buttons. So anyway, thank you very much, Kath. I know I say that a lot, but thank you. So my plan today was to go through my beading mats because I had them all piled up with stuff on them that needed to be have something done with them. So let me continue with this. So I bought this from Michael's for my fire polish beads because I thought it would be easier to see what I had in color. Sorry. And, color-wise. So if I wanted to make something with a certain color, all I have to do is look. So I transferred these are my 3mm. I transferred my 3mm into these little ones so I can instantly know the difference. So that's working out pretty good, except there's no spot for like black, white, gold, silver. So those are in here, which need to be gone through so that they're organized better. So originally I had the 3mm here, 4mm here, and then my seed beads here. So, and the Miyuki were in Potomac bead box. So I moved them all to this drawer, and then I moved well, this is still my Toho, but I had them mixed together. So, and then this is just contact paper that I cut to size and slid in there to make it look a little prettier. So I started with these. This is chain and jump rings, and then I had like all those little containers with the separate little spots, which drive me nuts and kill your fingers to try to get stuff out. So I changed everything. Alicia from, did I say this in this video? If I did, I'm sorry for repeating myself. Alicia from Beautiful Nights gave me this idea and this idea. These are from Dollar Tree. So that's what I use in these mostly, except for my little tiny beads. This is my check seed beads. These are ancient. Gosh, I've had these since like 2000. I'm gonna say 2004, 2005-ish. So over there is my thread. Up there I have some thread too. So this, I like the way this is because everything is handy that I use the most. but it feels like a wall, and my wall is back there. And so I have like a walkway, and it just bothers me. It's not what I intended when I first set up my craft room, because this is a bigger room. This was my living room, and it's a very large room, but I crammed it with so much stuff that I'm not really liking it anymore. So yeah, I might take the table and put it back on that wall. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to put you back in your slot here, in your holder. So this is my holder. By the way, this is my lamp. I have two of these. They were like $3, I think, at Walmart. This thing is broke and falls off all the time, but I use it for the magnifying glass, like to thread my needles. I think it's awesome. This one, the light bulb went, and so I bought the wrong size, but even though it plugs in, it doesn't fit in the holder. What else? So I just have, like, this is for my tools, and that over there is just split rings, I think. I like to be organized, and I had bought this for my phone holder, which came with the light, but it doesn't really hold the phone. It doesn't bend enough so that you can see what I'm doing. So anyway, these were all full. Now I have two of these. These are just tops from old containers that I used for beading trays. So originally I started with this, which is just a packing foam sheet, just to hold my bowls, my beads. Oh my gosh, my brain is really weird today. Just to hold my beads from rolling. That's how I got bowls. And then I finally caved in. I got beading mats, although the problem with having so many is that I will start something and I will leave it and then not do anything with it. Like this, this is from, these beads are from dollarbead.com. I'm looking at these seed beads. They aren't too bad. A little off, but not too bad. And I started this when I was getting the curated bead box, and as you can see, it is still sitting here unfinished. So I either have to, and I don't think this clasp is going to be strong enough to hold this, because these are glass and they're heavy and they're about 10 millimeters. So I made an earring, one earring to match my bracelet. Still waiting for me to do the other one. These are check beads, if I remember correctly. So I don't know how this bead got there. It just becomes a mess. Like, this is done. It just needs a veil. This one is still sitting here needing to be tied off. This is why I don't like to start other projects while I'm working on something, because it never gets finished. This I did, I don't know, beginning of the year maybe. And I don't like it because you can see my thread. See that? And seeing my thread makes me crazy. So this is going to get cut up. And at the time, I didn't have any fire line. So this is this is that cheapo fishing line that I got off of Amazon. Yeah, don't waste your money. There's things that you can try and get away with, and there's things that you just can't. And let me tell you, trying to get away with money, like trying to save money on thread, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, because you in the long run you're spending more because you buy the cheapo one, right? And then you have to buy the better one anyway. So just a offside. off thing. I started making these. I think I made a bracelet out of these, and I think I was making earrings. I'm not even sure. But look, again, it's just sitting here. It's just sitting here. These, I tried to use these for the loom bracelets, and it didn't quite work out. So, because there's no teeth on this. See, it's just flat. I've had these since I was selling stuff on eBay. Yeah, so today, besides laundryizing, I'm going to either finish this stuff. See, and when the cat walks in the room and plops himself, oh no, on my, oh no, beading mat, or decides to walk across my beading mat, this is what happens. I get a mess. So these beads, these seed beads, I took out of this bag so I can make this. Yeah, I do things strangely. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else to talk about. This is pretty much, they're both pretty much finished. I mean, the one side is finished, so the only thing I did with this one, I added seed beads around the pearls, and I did the picots on the end of the bicones. I started out using, the 4mm fire polish, and it just did not work. It was like really totally off, so went back to that. So, I mean, I had it all, the whole side done, and then I had to take it out. So, that's a part of designing, though. You know, you think something's going to work, and it might not work. This needle's still attached. And it happens. You know? It just happens. So, what else did I want to talk about? I don't know. That's what I'm doing today. Hopefully I'll get some of the stuff either finished or taken apart. The easiest would be taken apart, or at least you would think it would be, but it's really not. Sometimes. Like something, I don't think that goes there. Something like this, because there's so many twists and turns, you have to just keep cutting and cutting and cutting. And it's a shame too, because I do like it, but I mean, I could just add bicones on the top. I don't know. I just don't like the thread showing. It annoys me. Yeah, I'm one of those people. And then also, like my tension, you could see my tension was really loose here. I got tighter there. And then it was loose over here. So I'm just going to take it apart. So, what is this? Oh, my stop bead. I was wondering where that came from. So that's at least my work space. My work space. Kind of. Sorry. These are the matte ones. So I usually try to mention where I got a design from, because I think it's only fair. And usually if I'm making something like that really pretty spiral design in different colors, I think it was GNC made. I think that's her name. I'll usually I'll try to remember to leave a link, down in the description box, because it's only fair, I think. You know, I don't think it's right to copy somebody else's work and then, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'll do it like this. I believe this is This X here on top is Alicia from Beautiful Nights. This, though, this is mine. These are mine, too, this one. I like that one. I like all the light reflecting off of that. That's awesome. Anyway, so I'm going to attempt to finish things. This I have to wait to finish because I don't think I have enough 15-0s to finish it. And I was going to make earrings. I was going to start a pair of earrings to match. And I said, no. Because then I'll have this to finish, this one to finish, this, no. I can't. It's too much, like, I used to do that with Afghans in the past. Or, like, cross stitch. I can show you something that needs, now, I did this cross stitch, I don't know, I'm going to say 2 years ago. I don't even know where it went. Nice big cross stitch. Oh, here it is. It fell behind. And I don't want to destroy it. So hang on. But I think I started this cross stitch, I don't know, 2 years ago. The only thing that needs to be done is the outlining. Okay? That's what bothers me. I don't like to, oh, that's my center. I don't like to start something and then not finish it because it'll sit there for, obviously, 2 years that sat there for. Yeah. So today's my mission is to get stuff put back, taken care of, sewn in, or tied off, get these beading mats cleared off so that the ones that I have in containers that I started can go on to beading mats, and maybe I can use them. Someday I'll give in and I'll get myself a real beading tray. Maybe. I have the, you know, the ones, the plastic ones with the flocking on them. I have a large one of those and a smaller one. I rarely use them. I mean, they're good, but the big one is way too long this way. And if the cat steps on it, he'll break it. So I have a ton of bracelets here. They need to be put away. Oh, wait. Did I see another one with red? This one, I don't know what I'm going to do. This one has the pearl fur clasp, and it just slides open. Yep. Whole bag full here. I either need to bag up to sell at a future craft show, hopefully, or put in my bedroom to use. So we'll add that to the pile. Oh wait, you're not there. This I took out to make this bracelet with in blues, and I decided, yeah, I don't want to. I got this from a magazine. Yeah, I decided I didn't really want to make it in blue. So I have a whole bunch of Rivolis hanging around that are. Oh, here's another one of those bracelets. It gets to be overwhelming sometimes. Here's another flat spiral, I think. Yep. I don't know who came up with the flat spiral originally, but I really like it. I like it on the smaller beads. Like, doesn't it look cool? I don't know. So anyway, made a bunch of these in different colors. See the difference? Like I like both of them. I like it all. So I try not to, or I try to give some acknowledgement to people that I get ideas from. Sometimes I do forget. Like I always forget with this because I've made so many of them that I think this was from Alicia. I'm not even sure because it's been that long that I started making them. This was sitting here. I was going to make a loom bracelet. And I didn't have the right ones. And then Kath sent them to me. And it's still sitting there waiting for me to do it. Because in the meantime, I'm finding other bracelets that I want to make. And or getting inspired by something like this. Like the Rivolis. I'm looking forward to the bargain bead box this month. I haven't opened any. Like, I opened them. Didn't really look at them. And actually, they just piled up on my desk, on my table. This is a kitchen table, by the way. They just piled up because I wasn't feeling well. I didn't realize that my gallbladder was making me feel pretty bad. I had no idea. I really had no idea. But anyway, I'm better now, thankfully, after surgery. And my only issue now is heartburn. Oh, it's awful. So, anyway, that's my beading spot. Now, I change it around a lot. I like to change things. I get kind of bored, I guess. Not bored, but I try to think of what the things that'll make it easier for me to access stuff, you know? Like these drawers, these drawers are great. I think that was an awesome idea. And I don't know who I got the little Dollar Tree drawers idea from. I really have no idea. That was, gosh, I made those, has to be 3 years ago now. These I always had, these little tool holder thingies, which they're good until you overstuff them. That needs a different solution. Anyway, that is my current state of affairs in my workspace. And, you know, I used to make jewelry and sell it at craft shows years ago. Like back in the, I want to say early 90s. And life got in the way, you know. So, I mean, it used to, and now we have COVID, so I can't even go to a craft show if I wanted to. And yeah, I don't know. It's not, especially now. I want to say, especially now, it's not an easy business because you have so many people making jewelry that they see on YouTube and selling it at craft shows. So unless you're really good at what you're doing, it's kind of hard. Like for me, I wouldn't even bother trying to sell it on online because I don't think there'd be enough people that would want it. Maybe something like this. Maybe. But I don't know. It's an interesting business. It is what it is, you know. There's always going to be competition, always going to be somebody who's better, always going to be somebody. And I originally started beading online to show you, just to give people patterns and ideas and you know, then I switched over to the gardening stuff, and because I bounce all over the place. In the summertime, I'm usually busy. Like I'm usually dehydrating stuff for the winter, and because we have a farmer's market that's a few blocks away, and it's only there from May to October. So what I'll do is I'll buy a little extra, and I'll dehydrate things like kale and other stuff so I could throw it in soups in the wintertime, you know? And then I don't have to worry about going out in the snow. Like right now we have snow. There's snow all over my car. I didn't go out there yet. I should say yesterday we had snow. I didn't go out there and clean it off or anything. So I don't know. You think I should finish this? It's been 2 years. I think I should finish it. I do crack myself up. Yeah. So my goal, like I said, today is to get these beading mats cleared off, get this finished, take this apart, sew the thread into here, tie off into here, decide what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I could make that into a bracelet. This one is definitely pendant size. You can see the size difference. So I like small though, so I might use that as a pendant too. I'm definitely going to make one of these as a pendant. And then once I get everything cleared off, I might bring it back for earrings. Because basically you're just doing the same thing on the other side. You're just mirroring it. So you already see what this looks like. And you already see what this looks like. So that's all I have for you. I'm just rambling. I wanted to show you my work area because it was requested. So, work area. So I guess it's my hobby work area, you know, like my ultimate. Oh, look, and under here is another beading mat. Does anybody else do that? Stick needles in. Oh, this thread from Walmart. Don't bother. Don't bother. It breaks. So, yeah, I'd stick my needles in there. Still have thread on them, so I know where they are. Plus, there's just thread under here that I'll use for trying things out. Because it's kind of like there's a lot of excess thread sometimes, and why throw it out, you know? This I want to reinforce and maybe add beads in here. See where you can see my thread? Add beads in here. In here. Because I think what's doing this is this. It's pulling it apart. And I definitely want to reinforce this whole area here. And then on this side, probably do the same thing. Anyway, if I have another idea, I'll bring it to you. I was up a lot last night. I have a couple ideas for earrings for this. And maybe the necklace portion too. Because I think, I mean, you could just hang this from a gold chain, right? That would be alright. But, I mean, this would make a really nice choker. But for me, I don't like anything on my throat. So, it would probably be down by those two bones where your collarbones meet in the front there. It would probably go right there for me. That's as high as I like anything. I don't like turtlenecks either. They just bother me. So, yeah. If I do make, it won't be like this. I think I would make it just seed beads. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But what's been keeping me up at night, last night, is making earrings. Because I get these ideas in my head in the middle of the night, and then I can't sleep. And it's like, okay, now what? Now I don't have any energy in the morning to do anything. So, anyway, I'm just babbling. And like my normal, I just babble. And, yeah, it was requested to see my work site, so that's what this video was for. It's a mess. I mean, I want the space cleared because I definitely want to utilize this month's bargain bead box. I haven't made anything from them. Like I said, they were just piled up, unopened, and I just opened them up. I wrote what month it was, and then I shoved them in my hutch. I haven't made anything with them. I didn't even look at them. So I want to change that. Get back to maybe doing the unboxings, maybe. Or just showing you what I made with them. I don't know. I'm bringing you ideas. I think I have a couple more ideas on how to bezel rivolis, though. I'm thinking. That's another thing that keeps me awake. I'm thinking. What else? Isn't that pretty? These would make nice earrings. So I was thinking if I make... I'll bring that to you. These would make nice earrings, though. A little big for me, but... Look at the size difference. These are 18 millimeters. This, I think, is 14. Or 10. It's either 14 or 10. 10. 12. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah. A lot of craziness in the world today. I bead. I try to keep myself occupied so I'm not focusing on so much of the outer world because I can fall into a deep depression and I don't want to go there. So maybe the next time you'll see my beading mat, it'll all be cleaned off. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wish me luck. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.